ab'obuyinza nga bakulembeddwamu town clerk ne RCC bawadde deadline ya Monday okuba nti abasuubuzi ba Mbale Street bamuka streets saako n'abo ababodaboda abapakinga mu bukyamu saako n'abo abaana ab'oku nguudo babayita street children. Ekivuddeko abakulu bano bavudde ne bagamba nti Mbale Street nga yo ekisooka ekosebwa nnyo naddala mu nsonga y'eby'emisolo, era ne bagamba nti abantu abakolera ddala ku street zino tebasasula misolo ate bakosa abo ab'amaduuka abasasula emisolo. Awo nno bavudde ne balabula n'abo abaana ab'oku nguudo baba street children ne bagamba nti bafune we balagako bagende waka badde mu byalo gye baava, oba si kyo nabo naddala abo abaawezadde emyaka 18 nabo amateeka gajja kuba gabakolako mu ngeri emu oba endala. Bavudde ne balabula abo bonna abakozi ba Mbale City Council abasuubira nti bagenda kwetimba mu operation yeno nga bajja ku bantu sente, era ne bagamba nti operations eziwedde emabega mu myaka egiwedde abakozi ba City Council abasinga bagendanga ku bantu ne bajjako sente. Bagamba nti nze payo sente bwe ziti ngenda kuteerayo akabega osigale ku street. Bagambye nti ekyo omwaka guno olunaku lujja kuba lwa Monday, ennaku z'omwezi nga 2 omwezi ogwokusatu ebyo byonna bikomye. Era bavudde ne balabula nti omuntu yena agenda okwetimba mu operation yeno agenda kuba afuna obuzibu bw'amaanyi. Era bagamba nti bali wamu n'ebitongole byonna ebyo by'okwerinda, bali wamu ne judiciary ate bali wamu ne police okubanga ate beenforcinga ekiragiro kino ekigenda okubanga ate kiteekebwa mu nkola ennaku z'omwezi nga 2 olunaku lujja kuba lwa bbalaza omwezi guno ogujja ogwokusatu. Kale byonna tujja kuba tukulaga ku Mbale Express TV katukugatte ku town clerk asobola okubanga ate atubuulira ku kyekigenda mu maaso naddala wano ku Mbale Express TV.
To display your things inside your shop, so we shall not be around anybody to display things on the streets. The streets should be left free for people who are walking or who are driving, who are going to buy this and this, as I said. So all those who are selling on the streets should retreat back to where they were doing business from before they came to the streets. So with effect from Monday next week, that is, I think, going to be 2nd. Yes, everybody, we don't expect anybody to be trading on the streets. We are going to organize the markets. If we went to our markets, they are not so much organized. This operation is also going to help us in organizing our markets. So our markets are actually meant for the poor. Actually, the majority of these people who are trading on the streets, they are this type of people who should actually be trading from markets. If you look at a market like Mbale Central Market, it was constructed by government with a lot of government money. Markets are like nursery schools. They are supposed, if you are still a small trader, you are supposed to start from a market. You can eventually, when money increases and you get a lot of money and a lot of stock, you can always graduate and rent a shop on Adhere Street or Republic Street. But if you are this small person, you are supposed to start from the market. So the market is meant for people who are actually beginners. And the majority, of course, would be the youth and perhaps women. And when you look at our markets, some of the people have been there for 20 years. Some will tell you that they are for 30 years. And you ask them that, for 30 years, what are you doing in the market? So it's like if you start in a nursery school, you should graduate to a primary, then get into a secondary, and if eventually maybe a university, or for a diploma or a degree. So it's not that if you started in a market, you shall die in the market. So we are going to reorganize the market, but with a full view of ensuring that these markets can accommodate these poor people. Lastly, we shall put a desk, and I don't want corruption in this thing. nobody should be deceived that when he or she pays money to anybody, he will be helped. That one is out of question, and the public should know that actually if any of the council staff asks for money from anybody, then we should get information. That staff shall be dealt with accordingly. So there is going to be favoritism. The exercise we are going to conduct must be fair to everybody. And nobody should be told that there is money anywhere that you can pay money anywhere. No. And I want the public also to know that revenue collection in this city and in Uganda at large is digitalized. Nobody is supposed to pay money by cash to anybody, any tax. You are supposed to have a PRN, and this PRN will help you to pay using either your mobile money, or even if you want to go to a bank agent, or even go to pay through the bank. So nobody, the public should be aware that there is no payment of cash to any council official or government official. That one is not there. So in the conduct of all this exercise, because I have information that some of these people, there are some of our people who go to them and collect money from them, purportedly that they are going to help them. Nobody should actually sacrifice or forego his or her money to pay any government official that they are going to help them remain or trading in the wrong place. That one is not going to be there. So this exercise will be as fair as possible. Should there be anybody trying to extort money from the public, that person should be reported to us so that he or she is dealt with in accordance with the law. So that's why we had called you here, and we want the public to know. We want the radios to communicate so that when we go down, at least everybody will know that yes, what these people are here, they are forewarned, and therefore they should live by themselves. So we don't expect anybody to be on the street by this Sunday. Monday, enforcement will be there. And they should not wait, because whoever we get, as I said earlier, we shall take them to court. And eventually the results will not be good. So we thank you and we wish you the best.
My question to you. This is not the first time.
Okay, I know I will give a chance to my colleagues also to say something. But I want to thank you for your questions. And you are very right to say that in the past we have done it, and then the situation gets back to what it has been. No, I want to assure you that this time it is not going to be business as usual. We are determined to ensure that we organize the city, we get the streets rid of the street vendors, we sustain it, and ensure that Mbale City is free of street vendors. How are we going to do it? Now, we are sensitizing. We are actually going to come even, the reason why we have even called you is for the public to know. Because they should not look at this exercise as something that is victimizing or disadvantaging or bad. No, we want people to look at this exercise, the issue of town order, as the best way of everybody benefiting or surviving or doing a business in this city. So the public should look at it in a positive way. We are really not doing it to disadvantage anybody. No, we are only saying let everybody do the right thing at the right place. That's the principle. So the moment people understand this principle, then everybody will look for the right place. And therefore, partly that's why we are sensitizing. And we shall continue sensitizing. We have not stopped today. We have even started calling you. We shall continue calling you so that we can develop this city together. That is one aspect. Sustaining the operations. It is certainly not possible that we can deploy enforcement and police 24/7 for a whole year or so on the streets. No. But we shall be ensuring that those wrong, because there are not very many people who are actually wrongdoers, we shall identify them. If they cannot live at will, then we shall get them the right place where they can be. And that is a prison. There are not very many, and that is what we are actually going to do. Because you cannot commit taxpayers' money just keep running after wrong people all the time. So that is another way we have to sustain it. But also with public support, like you are going to support us, I hope after here you'll have to communicate and really tell the public that actually what is being done is for the good of everybody in this city. So the moment the public supports this drive, it is going to be very possible. Then I talked about the trade order, but I did not talk about the transport order. Now, this operation that we are going also to conduct is also going to tackle transport order. You are aware that in the past, we had actually removed like lorries from Cathedral Street. We had actually enforced all the taxis to do business from our tax parks. We had opened actually, and we even cleaned the Kwame Road tax park for those taxis which ply this other route. So we are also going to ensure that the vehicles, the taxis, rode from the right places. We are going to get them from the roads. We are not going to allow buses to road from the streets. The buses are going to be pushed into the bus park. They should be roading from the bus park. So partly, that is also an exercise we are going to conduct. For borders, we have gazetted places for borders. And we did that exercise in consultation with the border leaderships. So we want the borders to park at those gazetted spots. Actually, very soon we are going to put the signposts, the sign to show that this is a border stage. Such that if you are found parking at a wrong place, then you will be arrested and held liable. So we want also to organize borders in the city. I want also to assure you that some of the vehicles will not be entertained in the city center, like tuk-tuks, like those breakdown vehicles, like actually lorries and trucks. Those ones we are going to allocate them spaces, not in the CBD. We need them, but they have to operate from these other places outside. So part of what we are actually going to do is also transport order. Now, do we have a law? Yes, we have the law. And the law has been there for very many years. There is a law that makes us to exist. There prescribes the responsibilities, the roles and responsibilities of a city, and those laws are there, and they are the ones that we shall use to ensure or to enforce city order or trade order. We have the deputy RCC. He's also here, as you know, is in charge of security in the city. I think we shall give him an opportunity also to say this, because The city stakeholders, we have all agreed, we have had meetings, we are all working as a team. This is not about the town clerk's office, it is all about everybody, including the political leadership, so we are all talking the same language. We want an orderly city. So, Mr. RCC.
Kine operation yetugendamu tulowooza nti lwakuba tubadde tusomesa, tubadde ku radio, twakozeemu zi drive mu tawuni, tulowooza obudde bwe tubawadde bumala, naye nga kutandika nsalesale ya Monday wiiki ejja, ndowooza ziza kuba ennaku 2 eza Ogwokusatu bwe tusobole okuba nga tutandika exercise. Akyogereko n'agamba wano tewali gamba nti omuntu yenna kati twagala mutuyambe nti tewali muntu yenna akkiriza okukwata ku ssente ez'omuntu akola ekintu mu bukyamu. Tetukkiriza ssente kuba mu batembeyi bano abapaakinga, mukyogeddeko wano lorezi parking awo kudwalira awo zi breakdown ebyo byonna byonna tebirina kubanga bibeerawo. Kati ebintu ebibadde nga bisinga okukwatibwa biri perishable. Kati nga amenvu, miyembe, nanansi, ebyo bw'obikwata ne bimala ennaku 2 mu sitoowa biba bigenda kuvuuga. Naye bibeerayo wansi eyo mu sitoowa tubiri.
Assurance from police. It's not going to stop after Monday or after 1 or 2 weeks. It's going to be continuous. And like has been said, it's going to be full swing. Transport, street vendors, street kids, people who cook chapati, they should reorganize themselves and move where they will be allocated. So as you're publicizing this, make those clear to them and let them know that there will be punitive measures afterwards for those who are not complying, because I'm assuming we've given them enough time. You've said it's not the first time, so they know that they will run. They will go and maybe come back. But we should also know that there are people who are not sleeping. You're concerned about those who will come and masquerade. So we shall also look out for those people. And in your capacities, if you get to know, you can reach out to us. We are very available and nearby.
Yes, I am Hamza Banja, the Deputy Resident State Commissioner of Mbale City, and I'm in charge of Industrial State Division. And the reason why you are called for this press conference, we have held the meetings. And before even holding a meeting yesterday, we have been sitting as a State Security Committee. And the State Security Committee, we agreed that the town should have some order. Because as you all see and move around, there is this order in the city coming from the vendors and the motorists. You see, the vendors have taken up the pedestrian walks. Some are selling goods, their goodies in the middle of the road. So, as we sat, we agreed that we need some order. One, it is not only this order, but also breeding criminals. Many criminals are hiding where people are selling goods. Actually, some of you have even lost property. I was on a radio one day and they told me, some person told me his phones were grabbed. So we want to see that these thieves are not hiding within the vendors. So what we are doing is, we are going to help State Council. We are the lead agencies of security, but for them they will be in the lead for enforcement. So with police, because the other press, with the other meetings, we have been with police, but they are having a meeting. They are not able to be here, but I'm here on their behalf. Tell you that we shall be together, working together, so that we clean up Mbale City. And the motorists, apart from only telling them, warning them and arresting them, are all leaving the city. I'm sorry, leaving the middle of CBC. Even their life is in danger. Even people using these borders, their life is in danger. These people are parking in the middle of the road. And they are finding them, and the people are sitting on these borders, are knocked. almost we register death almost every day, which is not right. So let us see that all of us be part, and as you go to your radios, your media houses, inform the public about the dangers and of these vendors and motors that are operating in a manner which is not very good. The other thing, we are here to promote government programs. And government programs can't run without revenue. Because if these vendors are working in front of shops, there is no way shops are going to pay taxes and government run. So we want them off the street and they go to the markets. There are several places in the markets, and all the markets almost are empty. You go to Gwere Market, you go to Samaga Market, Nairon, then Central Market. Central Market, the other time they were saying over 2,000 places are vacant. So they can go there and work from there, so that we can have a breathing space in the town and people move freely without any hindrance.
What plans do you have for the street kids?
The street kids, we are doing it at once. In this exercise, we are going wholesale. We are not leaving anything behind.
How about the mad people? They also too many in the city. They disorganize the town.
No, we shall take them to Mutabika.
The mad people will go to
They are getting too many in the city.
Bazze okukolera wano emirimu egy'enjawulo okulaba nti bategeera amateeka n'enteekateeka ez'ekibuga. So ne bw'ekirala wabaddewo embeera y'obuli bw'enguzi, naye ngaffe Mbale Street Development Forum tuzze ebintu bino tubiroopera kanso, era alina ensonga yonna olina ogituloopera ne tugituusa eri kanso. Bwekityo kanso saawa eno tewakyali kukwata ssente zonna n'oziwa muntu nti agenda kuzibira ku liiso, wabula tambula ojje eri obukulembeze bukulage awantu awatuufu w'ogenda okukolera, w'ogenda okubeera, owangaale bulungi. Olwo omusolo bw'oba gguwa ojje bakuwa ennamba kye tuyita PRN code, osasule ssente zo ku bantu abatuufu ku akawunti ya kanso. Naye tukubiriza abantu baffe bweru eyo tewaba kujjako ssente mu nteekateeka eno nti bagenda kuzibira ku liiso enkyokomewo nga bwe guzze guba. Era tukubira omulanga, tumanyi nti ofiisi ya meya yaffe eri mabega w'ekintu kino security n'ebitongole eby'enjawulo, nti yenna gwe tulaba nga alimu obuli bw'enguzi mu mbeera eno, banga muntu yenna gwe muteebereza nti ayagala ssente agenda kuteebereza, mulipootinge mangu gye tuli, mulipootinge ku bantu bonna abavunaanyizibwa era basobole okuteekinga action mu bunnambiro.
Amanya gange nze Hakimu Watenyeri, ndi editor Mbale City. Kikira City eno nga kuba ku side ya Editors Council ku national level. Ate saawa endala ndi road monitor akola ku nguudo za Usimiri oba Uchimiki. Nze monitor wazo okuva 2017. Naye ebintu by'Embale ogoba abantu mu nguudo sigwe muli ogusoose. Bajja ne babagoba ate ne bakomawo. Kati obutaana guli nti ababagoba benyini abo ate be babadde babalyamu ssente. Osanga eggulo basoloza ssente ne bazitwala, abamu ssente zigera ku muntu omuyeka, ssente bazigaba n'abantu abawera. Kati abantu okugoba abantu bano mu nguudo kibadde kizibu nnyo, kubanga ono abaana akola ku luguudo alina kyafuna, n'ono abajjako ssente bunaku naye alina kyafuna. Kati okuba nti enkolagana ebadde egenda mu maaso, ffe ng'ekibuga nga Mbale, World Bank yaje netugamba nti enguudo ze tuzikoze nga zibulungi, netusako okweza bamakuba abantu kwe batambulira, netulekawo space eya parking ez'emmotoka. Buli dduuka alina okufuna parking y'emmotoka, oba omuntu atiikula ekintu kye oba atiika. Naye osanga ebitundu ebimu bamalawo enkankanyi zonna, okwezi zonna bazimalirawo ddala, bateekamu ebintu, ne parking slot y'emmotoka nayo bateekamu ebintu. Abantu bangi atubuuza nti banafu Mbale eno order erijja mwaka ki? Naye ekizibu kiba nti wabaddewo obululu bugenda mu maaso, bagamba okay kamumalize obululu bwame naye twagala kibuga kibe kiri ati twagalako kintu kyonna ku nguudo zaffe. Twagala enguudo zino zibe nga zinyirira, abantu beyagaliramu, abamaduka twazimya enguudo beyagala, basasule emisolo nabo nga beyagala. naye ekizibu kiri nti mulimu bano etuyita lumpenies mu kanso munda mwenyini ababajjako emisolo ate ne beefuula aba enforcement ng'ate bennyini ate be enforcing corruption